And girls, let's write some equations. I already got the answer written up there. I'm going to erase this, and we'll kind of come back to. Oh wait, that's sorry. Here we go. I did two off the homework today, so there's the answers. Let's see if I can get it right here. The first thing is we're going to take this picture here. Um, and we see that it's going downwards, so that's going to be cotangent. Now, when we're doing all this cotangent, tangent, cosecant, secant stuff, remember, just like with sine and cosine, we can really do it either way, but one's kind of more obvious than the other. And so sometimes the problem will tell us to do it, and then other times we'll just have to do our best. So anyway, this is cotangent, or we're going to say it's cotangent. Now remember, cotangent normally has asymptote at 0, and this one is at pi, so I'm going to go over to the right, pi units. Also, normally it's down here. It's at 0, so now it's shifted up 3. My stretch, not amplitude, remember, but my stretch, usually it's only up 1. This time it's up 2, so my stretch is by a factor of 2. So stretch 2. And then lastly, our period is from pi to 5 pi, so that means our period is 4 pi radians along. Now, remember, since it's cotangent, it's pi over something gives me 4 pi. And so you can do the algebra there, or you can just put pi over 4 pi, and that gives me my 1/4. So I think we're ready to write that equation. So y equals my vertical shift, 3, plus my amplitude, or my stretch in this case, 2, cotangent of 1/4. And then if you want to use theta, that's cool. Theta minus pi. That's cotangent. Let's jump to cosecant. Once again, it tells us, or we can write it both ways. It tells us cosecant. So I'm going to go ahead and use cosecant. Now cosecant, I'm going to put in parentheses there, is sine. So normally, sine starts in the middle. So there, or maybe in right here, this area. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my sinusoidal axis. That'll help me determine that I have a shift up 5. And then that means my amplitude, remember, sine and cosine, cosecant and secant have amplitudes. This is going to be 4, because from 5 to 9 is 4, and from 5 to negative, or 5 to 1 is 4. My period. We go from low point to low point, or high point to high point. That's 240. So 360 over 240, that gives me my 3/2. So that's what B is. B is 3/2. And then lastly, my horizontal shift. Since it's sine, we can either do 110 or 230. If we do right 230, we'll have a positive equation. If we do right 110, we'll have a negative equation, because sine is going down here as opposed to going up normally. So y equals my vertical shift 5 plus my amplitude 4, and we're doing cosecant. My b is 3/2, and then I'll use x this time. You can use theta or x, minus 240. Once again, a couple options there. If we change this to minus 110, we need to change this to a minus. Happy Halloween. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Be safe out there.